Alright. We will continue from here, and I need to remember how to control this game. So we have a pistol, and if we go back, we can use the vaccine gun to kill the children, as Scully would have wanted. Okay.
Scully!
No. Now, while Mulder's fighting the chickadees, we can now kill old man. No, it's child. Kill old man. Alright, so we have a solution. We did it. We figured out how to destroy man. Now child will die. And man, we still have to save Mulder from the holographic children. I mean, at least they're like floating ghost children, Goka. Game's also probably slightly too loud. Blobber was not a fan of playing Ruby Dwarves. It was a sad fate that befell him, of doing nothing for a millennia.
Get them out of here! Tell us what's happening here!
FBI!
And this is for your safety! Go!
Should catch us up to speed. You know, I'm a pretty big fan of, like, Detective Hobo, too.
My God, Mulder, look. That's Red Falls. The whole town's in flames.
Strudel and I said that, like, the first thing you do is you go north and you kill Rail Skulker.
There are answers here.
And no CB them. But granted, we didn't write that down. Helden and, JJ told... Actually, I don't know what JJ told him, other than dwarves are fun. Alright, we'll continue with Mulder. Wait, no. We will continue with Scully. Because I don't want to deal with child support that Mulder's gonna have to pay to his alien baby mama, if you catch my drift.
Mulder made contact. He didn't have the reaction we expected. Just the opposite. I don't think Mulder's gonna make it.
That's unacceptable. The success of the project.
I have
depends on
a
the
local recording vummer. Because I've finally learned how to stream again
life of
properly.
Agent Mulder.
Actually, I even made a clip highlight, or I picked what I felt were the best. Oh wait, we gotta skip that. I even picked what I thought were the best clips from the channel for the last year, and I made that my new channel intro. And I
read both
lost
your
2
reports.
subscribers
Despite
on
the efforts of
YouTube,
firefighters
which
from
made me
surrounding counties,
very
the town of Red
sad.
Falls was razed to the ground. Agent Mulder, I'm aware of and disturbed by your sighting
I
of
have
Alex
to,
Kreitzer at
Spangler.
the Briar Lake facility, as well as the bizarre circumstances under which an artifact he told you was alien in origin disappeared from that facility.
An artifact emitting a force strong enough to regenerate life in a 3-mile radius surrounding Briar Lake.
Agent Scully, you mentioned evidence of a toxin?
We did encounter a poisonous compound that I believe responsible for most of the deaths in Colorado.
Hazmat crews scoured Briar Lake and were unable to come up with anything. The facility was stripped and abandoned.
A well-funded program gets a grade A cover-up. I'd look for the Union label on this one.
Your sarcasm aside, Agent Mulder, I'm trying to help. Now, the 3 Colorado
No,
murder
Spangler,
victims
we
you
can't
originally
shoot a
went
man
to
with
investigate,
glasses. It's
their
against the
bodies
Geneva
actually made it out of
Conventions.
there. I was able to quietly divert them to Quantico.
I'll head right over.
Good. This may be our only chance of producing tangible evidence. Unless you have something else.
No.
I have a director's briefing that I'm already late for. If there was a toxin, I want you two to make sure you're not suffering any residual effects. Update me after you've looked at those bodies. And Mulder, I suggest you step back from this case for a while.
I mean, it wasn't that much
Mulder,
effort.
I still don't know why you want to hide the encrypted disk I found at Briar Lake from Skinner. Getting those bodies to Quantico, he clearly wants to help us.
It's not that I don't trust Skinner. It's who he reports to. Besides, I'd rather have that disk decrypted outside the normal channels.
I have to say, this game seems pretty good for its time. Though we have to make sure we, like, loot people adequately. Because as we all know, I am the reincarnation of Robin Hood, 'cause we be robbing the hood. Terrible puns aside, I pulled together what I think were a good, gripping number of the best clips here. I, of course, had to lead with our fair dame, Bazelmo. And yeah, I will say I do think, like, for the era, these are some pretty good models. And the voice acting is surprisingly on brand for what I understand the TV to be. Poor young robbed again. True, it's the perfidious English.
The assistant director is in a meeting and won't be free for a few hours.
Alright, so that's the secretary. Smash that bell. But no blubber, I don't think I was ever that crunchy to do, hey guys, do that like, subscribe, and hit the OnlyFans button. I had at least some semblance of taste. However, I did have at one point an outro of, oh god, what was it? It was some type of like There's the voice that you OG there's the voice that your OG fans missed. I don't think anybody. No, as I learned from looking at the clip of me in the ancient era. Okay, so to be fair, we should have a map of this area, and I'm very sad that we don't. Like, it would be me just grumpy. Hey guys, it's Wellington here. I'm very angry at Xenonauts because I've been betrayed by the Michael Jackson impersonator who blew up my plane. Oh.
Would you watch it, please?
Yeah, they certainly did. I gotta say, as a former state worker myself, that, it is a depressing place to work. You have, like, a couple people who are chill. You have a bunch of old biddies who are absolute dickbags that are just hyper condescending and look down on everybody. Then you have, like, a bunch of old dudes that, obviously don't want to be there and just waiting until they're about to retire. And yeah, that's about it. And then you have all the student assistants who barely know what the fuck they're doing. And are somehow more productive than some of the adults. It's real fun. Alright, I don't know why we've gone down here. The objective, I'm assuming, is to get...
Well, it's about time.
Hello, man. I'm guessing you cracked the encrypted disk?
It wasn't easy. There was some interesting non-linear sequencing to overcome.
But the real trick was the language.
You mean the programming language?
No, we're talking native tongue. Once we broke the firewall, we found the text to be in Russian.
Russian?
The characters are Cyrillic, but once run through a simple translation sequence...
And indeed, talking about the government-friendly.
Insert your exclamation of awe here.
And buddy, I think you'll want to take a look at this.
Tunguska.
The Siberian prison camp, where you were held and infected with a virus.
An alien virus, Scully. Don't leave out that important detail.
What does it say?
An artifact confirmed to be alien in origin was unearthed recently from the excavation site at Tunguska.
Imagine the implications of such a find.
Later in the report, it mentions possible experimentation by a corporation known as Rausch Biotechnologies.
Do we know their location?
There was nothing in the data, but...
We can do some nosing around.
We'll get back to you.
Good work, guys.
This is getting dangerously close to the plot I made up for Overblood. A Russian mega corporation making an alien virus in order to infect the beaver people. About to be afraid and just close out the game, Alt F4 and start playing Clock Tower 3 and just cry myself to sleep. Well, hopefully Mulder isn't a secret beaver, otherwise we're gonna have some fun times. if we have to enter a hydroelectric dam, things are gonna get spooky. I agree, Bummer. I
Scully,
don't...
What are you doing? I thought you were going to check out those bodies at Quantico.
Keep playing Mr. Nostradamus. Apparently, it predicted this
what are you
game
doing?
years
I thought you
into
were
the
gonna check out
future.
those bodies at Quantico. Scully, what are you doing? I thought you were going to check out those bodies at Quantico.
Can you get out of my way, you tall bag of... I'm trying to think of a more creative thing than just calling him a bag of dicks. Because that's not fun enough. Bell plays Bell. What is going on over there? Alright. Okay. FEMA and CDC personnel responded to Red Falls and Briar Lake, both areas now stripped of all evidence. I don't know how to reconcile the events I witnessed, except that we may have been exposed to a hallucinogenic toxin. It's my opinion that a poisonous compound is responsible for the deaths at Red Falls, a death preceded by symptoms similar to fentanyl or opiate gas exposure. Hopefully, I can find evidence of the toxin during my autopsies of the Red Falls victims that Skinner was able to bring to Quantico. Whether the object we saw was an alien artifact or what the true goings-on were at Briar Lake, all are shrouded in doubt because of the appearance of Alex Krychek. He is a murderer and an agent of deception. Mulder is reluctant to inform Skinner about an encrypted data disk I recovered from Briar Lake. We've asked the lone gunman to examine the disk and are awaiting their results. I'm very concerned about what the hell's going on here. Alright, I guess we've gotten everything we can from down here. Actually, what is the inventory? Okay, we have bullet and we have flashlight. Schizophrenic in a suit. Schizophrenic in a suit would be a
This is Dr.
fascinating
Dana
turn of
Scully
events.
dictating an autopsy on one Thomas Sanchez of Red Falls, Colorado. The subject is a 35-year-old white male, 72 kilograms upon intake, and 187 centimeters in height. The body is cold to the touch. Rigor is absent. Lividity is present on the dorsal aspect and fixed.
Is the dorsal the back or the front? Alright. Well, thankfully we know how to do autopsies now. Oh no, why is there an EMP machine? Alright, well we know what to do now. The dorsal fin is on the back, of course. I know my science lingo. But the thing is, like, I know very little about the ocean. It's not real, as far as I'm concerned. It's the place where monsters and cocaine addicts go to live. Wait, this is where we got the vial with the toxin last time. Okay. Hey, Baron. Do we need to break open the ribs this time? Oh no. Yeah? This reminds me of a physiology class. I don't know if anyone here has taken the, oh lord, what do you call it? Physiology when you're in school. Because I did. And I gotta say, I did a variety of interesting things there, one of which was dissecting a cat. And that was one of the least fun things I've ever had to do in school. Because, well, performing what effectively is a very, very, very long ago autopsy...
All body organs are present and appear in normal anatomic position in relationships. There is so far no evidence of internal blunt force or penetrating injury.
On the cat, there were certain parts that were very, ooh, that was cracking open bones. Cracking open bones is something that never really sits right with me. We also dissected a frog too. Though the most single memorable thing that I can recall is we dissected...
I will use the device found at Briar Lake to measure radiation levels.
A frog's eye. See, Scully's uncomfortable about doing, saying it's... what do you call it? EMP or Esper radiation. No, I didn't go to school at either a crack-infested clown university or, like, what is it called? Richie Rich High friendly. So I did not have the experience of ripping open the chest of a murdered body. Is there something I need to be doing right now? Yeah, Crack Crown College, the C-cubed, as they call it. Apparently his penis is off the charts is all I'm gonna say. It isn't written in the Harvard Review, Scully doesn't recognize it. Exactly. See, this is why we're playing Scully, because we gotta play the reasonable person to, like, wander off my nonsense that I'm subjecting these poor people to. Alright, looks like we need to inject the heart. Do we need to inject the penis? No. It's not a Fishman strudel. Not necessarily. Oh god, what are we missing this time? We've already cracked open the body. We shouldn't need to rip open anything else. No. Well, thankfully we don't have to worry about molders getting yeeted out of existence while we're trying to figure out how to play the game.
A high reading of cosmic galactic radiation. The level appears to also be coming from me.
Am I dying right now? No.
Cardiopuncture of the left ventricle produces 10 cc's of liquid blood for a toxicology screen. Tox screen results are forthcoming.
Check the contents of my stomach, probably saw the keys. No, Chica has the keys. Are we dying right now? Why is she green? I don't remember Scully's veins being that green last episode, if I'm gonna be entirely honest here. So my controller may or may not be vibrating viciously right now. Let's... St. Patrick's Day? True. Oh yeah, no, we're not doing too hot. Do we need to create, like, another cure for what happened?
The report shows levels of a tetrodotoxin-like agent, a hormone. If this man was producing a hormone similar to tetrodotoxin, it would have killed him. But the man was strangled to death, and the body removed from proximity of whatever was stimulating production. I need 0.4 milliliters of 1 to 200 epinephrine. I need 0.3 milliliters of 1 to 100 epinephrine.
Game? I'm not getting any, like, voice readouts from Scully right now. So I have to go through... Oh, no. What are you doing to me? I mean, it's totally not like Scully is on the verge of death right now. And I probably should have, what do you call it? Did a quick save. Oh, Jesus Christ, she is not doing hot at all. What? Wait. She said 0.4 milliliters of 1 to 200 and 0.2 milliliters of that. Did I mishear that? Okay. With an abundance of caution, I'm gonna make sure to, do a thing, and request nobody worries about it. Alright, so... is she okay? Is there, like, some medicine I can get her? I mean, we're in a doctor's lab, but, I mean, can't she just, like... No, she died. Alright, how far will it take us back? Well, out of 10 IGN, true. Alright, so it took me far too long to figure out to do that, so we are on the verge of explosion. Alright, I'm 90% sure. Did that happen quicker that time? Clearly should start over from the beginning. I mean, that is true, Baron. You get to witness the show from the beginning, which would be pretty fun. Let's see if we really are on as much of a timer as I think I am.
I need 0.4 milliliters of 1 to 200 epinephrine.
Okay. Oh, we are indeed very screwed. I guess we can restart the episode. That's fine. Nothing's going on here for
Mulder,
us.
I still don't know why.
A grab. So then we go up the elevator and down the elevator. Exactly, Vummer. This is very not Pog. If I may be so bold, this is not very halal. There you go, Baron. You get your wish. We're beginning from the beginning of this episode. Though, I have been in a mood to figure out what emotes to make. I wanted to make a rigged or robbed emote for Baron's use. However, like, along with the sniff emote to represent Johan, I really am just befuddled at how we can possibly represent such a thing using a 28 pixel by 28 pixel image. It's I won't go so far as to say scarring to the mind, but it is befuddling. Well, at least we know to check out the heart this time. So we'll make sure we get all nice and purty for this. And then go from there. Yes, indeed. Thankfully, we know where to go. And on this next segment, I'm going to choose to make our wee little save here. Get the nice little bone crunching sound. This time I'm just going to imagine she's going ham on like a box of wings.
All body organs are present and appear in normal anatomic position in relationships. There is so far no evidence of internal blunt force or penetrating injury.
What she's saying there is that there was no Draculas that were used.
I will use the device found at Briar Lake to measure radiation levels. A high reading of cosmic galactic radiation. The level appears to also be coming from me. Cardiopuncture of the left ventricle produces 10 cc's of liquid blood for a toxicology screen. Tox screen results are forthcoming.
Alright, now we just gotta run like we are going to die. Because we will if I'm not careful. Alright.
The report shows levels of a tetrodotoxin-like agent, a hormone. If this man was producing a hormone similar to tetrodotoxin, it would have killed him. But the man was strangled to death and the body removed from proximity of whatever was stimulating production.
Okay.
I need 0.3 milliliters of 1 to 100 epinephrine.
Okay, so 0.4, 0.3.
I need 0.4 milliliters of 1 to 200 epinephrine.
We did it. Oh, thank God.
Agent Scully, are you all right?
Yes.
Hello, somebody's not okay.
We'll wait out here.
I'll be right with you.
We were able to uncover some interesting information on Rausch.
Scully.
Scully, it's Mulder.
Mulder, thank God. I need to see you as soon as possible. Our nervous systems are producing a substance akin to tetrodotoxin at lethal levels.
Due to exposure to radiation, the CGR that emanated from the alien artifact.
You know. How?
I'm here with Marita Covarrubias. She gave me an injection to counteract the toxin. Are you all right, Scully?
Yes, I caught it in time. What is Marita Covarrubias doing there?
I asked for her help. She's arranged passage for me to Russia, Tunguska. I have reason to believe the artifact has been returned there, but I don't know for how long.
Mulder, I'm here with the gunmen. I think they have a lead on this Rausch Biotech Corporation. Do you think it's a good idea to be jetting off to Russia based on what?
You have to trust me on this, Scully. Find what you can from Rausch Biotech, but I have to go.
These guys' stories really do
busy
diverge.
I thought you'd never asked.
Not just you, Frohike. Show me all the data you found on Rausch Biotechnologies.
We hacked their system.
Located here, we learned they were in receipt of a shipment from Colorado.
Not just any shipment.
It's
Bodies.
Maryland.
Scully, you jabbed yourself with strange needle skin. Gotta stop doing drugs in the office.
Listen, Scully's just trying to break the conditioning. That's all we need to know. Everything's fine.
Now, because of the short notice, we were only able to create identification with Level 1 security.
How far can we get with Level 1 pass cards?
Not very. That's why Frohike's going into an underground conduit.
To tap into the facility's fiber optic cable system. When you're inside,
You and I will reroute their main servers to the outside line. That will allow Langley to open up some doors to areas that would otherwise be off limits.
Not to mention I can look in on their security cameras. We'll be able to talk to each other with these.
Now you're sure corpses from Briar Lake were brought here?
Define sure.
Let's do this.
So these are spooks from the CIA working with the FBI. I mean, that's how you know this isn't realistic.
Okay, boys and girls. If you can't read me loud and clear, I blame Frohike. Yeah, I heard that.
Alright, obviously, much like Phoenix Wright, we have to display our attorney badge.
Project password?
Excuse me?
Project password.
Resonance.
Enter to your right.
Mulder has lots of friends who even he says can be a bit out there. Yeah? Gotta say, I did not expect an espionage segment to this game. I expected more zombie hunting. So, if my guess is correct, we're probably going to be fighting this entire place.
Agent Scully, what 5-digit code do you want to add to your system?
We're gonna be fighting this place full of spookum soon. If someone starts speaking Russian, pull out the Glock. Da svidaniya. Terror service envoys. Repair services to walk-in refrigeration unit. $1,000. Highway robbery. That's a 6-digit number, though.
In the basement, there's a refrigeration unit large enough to hold a number of corpses.
So I'm guessing we mess with this later, unless we have something in our notes. The answer to that is no. Even the hallways have guards. I mean, Blobber, if you were a Russian federale, and you were going to have spooky things occur, would you not Would you not do this? Do I use the shunt here? No, we use this at a... Oh god, where do we use this at? Security's tight, must not do anything to appear suspicious. Byers and I need to reroute the main servers to Froike's outside line, Langley access security cameras, help us into restricted areas. So it's like a telephone line that's normally done for that, isn't it? Or like the fax machine? Oh, okay. What am I doing, Wilmer?
Nothing but office supply receipts. Purchase orders.
Purchase orders, though, usually have things. 21178. What? What am I missing? Obviously, this is a CIA toilet that we just investigated. Oh, seriously, what did I get us, though? Not the fax machine. Not that. Oh, but that might have gotten us access to the bathroom?
Okay, I'm in. How far away? Not yet.
So this is the security office, and we have a normal save spot. Good. Now, what I don't understand here is why did the toilets have the key code to the security office? Because I'm no, like, security expert, mind you all. But, I wouldn't expect those two things to go together. Unless the toilets are on the other side of the security office.
Agent Scully.
Security guard has the runs? Understandable. This is why you don't have a plate full of latkes before you go to work. Now, mind you all, I know nothing about 1920s security.
No, you tripped the alarm.
Freeze! Hands behind your head! You're under arrest!
We are royally screwed.
Why are they having me do this?
The master server.
Oh.
I've got a signal. Bingo, I'm in.
Okay. This game sometimes really does confuse me with some of its shenanigans. Like that one I did not expect. I thought it was going to be... well, something else. I thought it was going to be you have to do it in a certain order. It was in fact just don't be slow. And I gotta say, for like evil bases that I've seen in video games, this place is pretty good. It's peaceful. Security is top notch. I mean, the Umbrella Corporation has a thing or two to learn from these peeps. I mean, I'm not saying that they cheap out.
You need to switch your security clearance to level 2. You can do it in one of the rooms on either side of you. Those two doors are in magnetic release.
I can actually disengage those locks from here, guys. Open says me.
But we, in fact, could. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to go into both the rooms.
These files. Something called optical storage reference. Mulder's name is here.
Okay, I don't like how the music got spooky. Barnes. Chris Barnes. Why does Chris Barnes sound familiar? Randy Mills, Michael Field, David Turner. Chris Barnes. I mean, this is true. I mean, optical storage is literally just a CD. So that means there's probably an archive somewhere around here where we would go look at it. Is the security guard still here? Yeah, he's alive. I have to say, as an aside from the game entirely, I found a very good instant coffee brand that took me a while to find. And that is from Vietnam. Alright. Guessing this is where we get the data for our boy. Where do we get the thing for our security badges?
to update the identification, Langley?
Slide her through.
Woo, DVD, woo, CD-ROM. I remember the good old days of the CD-ROM. X-ray view box. I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, what storage media would we have in, like... I don't know. Fine. Let me reorient myself so I'm not leaning back in my chair ready to tumble at any moment. And in fact, get ready to take a picture with my phone so I don't have to remember the code. Alright, so which one is Molderino? So, Fox William Mulder. We have... 2... Of course! I can't believe I smashed the bell for this. Listen, what you do for smashing the bell here is you smash the bell for goblining. I would never lie to people and say that there is not shenanigans that will be afoot. I'm too honorable of a man. 4042. I don't want to deal with any more microfilm. That would make me very sad. They are optical. Microfiche. Alright, so I'm going to assume that we can't use this with the X-ray machine, but I'm going to try. Out of principle. Optical storage is laser? So, like, what do you mean by laser? Do you mean, like, laser disc, as in the media form that Sony tried to procreate through the 1980s and 1990s that failed? Or do you mean some other type of laser?
Identification, please.
IBM defines optical storage as any storage method that uses later to store... Okay, so like a CD-ROM or something like that. What I'm curious about, though, is where do we...
We've just entered the morgue.
Jackpot, it's about time.
Guys, can we keep the chatter to a minimum?
All business, I like that. I think she has a point. I'm picking up some security rumblings.
Stay on it, Langley.
Let's not go here yet. He'll be fine. What I'm wondering is, like... I don't know, I'm curious, like, what other techniques will be involved for reading and writing data in the future here. Because, like... What I'm wondering is... Are we going to continue with the current regimen we have? Because, like, there's a couple of things I remember reading about that seemed novel. One of which was... access denied. That's a handprint. DNA as a means to store data. And Diamond. I believe, or some other crystal. Oh no. Who has a shotgun in their locker? I know this is America, but this is going a bit far. However, we now have a map of the sewers, which, as we all know from Resi, is quite valuable. It's Russian America double gun. True, it could be a double-barreled shotgun, one for each of their heritage. You have one blessed by an Orthodox priest, and the other, went for a baptism in the Mississippi. I will say one thing that's been confusing me recently, as I was playing on Instagram, by which I mean just looking through and gobbling about the cooking channels. There's, like, on Chinese Instagram, or Chinese TikTok, what have you, there is, like, a whole thing about, like, use water for the from the Mississippi River, which I find deeply confusing. Like, I don't know what that's referencing. Like, using water from the Mississippi River, I would imagine is like akin to saying use swamp water. Optical relating to sight, especially in relation to the action of light operating in or employing the visible part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Microfilm or both of these? Fair enough. Non-computer optical storage. So apparently I'm just racist against microfilm. I mean, I do find microfilm fascinating. Oh, it's this guy. It's Gertgens. I guess he died in the mine? No, he died in the room with Mulder. Then we have our friend Rasputin. Technically correct. The best kind of correct. Oh no, we have suture scissors. Alright, so this is Rasputin we're talking about. What are you gonna find in here? Ooh. That's some fungus. The beaver conspiracy will unravel? No. I think I'm more worried about Rasputin's mold. Because now we're drifting very unsteadily into Resident Evil 7. And that just breaks my heart. His lungs are fucked. Heart looks normal-ish, but his lungs are so bad.
The pleural and pericardial surfaces are smooth, shiny, and unremarkable. They weigh 1,398 grams.
Okay. There's something at...
The heart weighs 367 grams. The tissue appears healthy. Large intestines, 890 grams.
Are the yellow bits supposed to be fat? I'm not sure if they're fat, pus, alien eggs, or whatnot. I thought it looked like mold was beginning to grow on his body in some sort of, like, alien hellfest. But anything is possible, to be fair. Also, it looks like there's a baseball bat at the back of his body there. Which would explain why his spine was top-notch.
I've never seen anything like it.
Frohickey?
Ah, freaking hell. guards just took him into custody.
Where is he?
They're in the building. I'm getting a lot of background chatter here. Scully, fires. They're heading right for you. Hide.
What are you doing?
Agent Scully, they won't give up until they find us. Letting them take me will buy you time. When you're done here, Langley will help you to free me and Frohike.
Yeah, crystal holographic storage is what I was thinking. Which is really good for...
Freeze! Hands behind your head! You're under arrest!
We are royally screwed.
Oh. Well then. I don't know, Bellcat. I suppose we're gonna find out shortly. And yeah, crystal holographic storage is what I had in mind. But, like, it's only good for writing to once and reading, from what I'm aware. So, it's like those good old-fashioned, like, CDs. What is it? CD rather than CDR? Or is it CDR and CDWR? Or, yeah. Oh, CD-ROM versus CDR. Right. Yeah, the reason why it sticks in mind is because of how data dense it is, because it's really good. It might be what they use in Star Trek or Stargate, but they do in fact have it now in real life. Suppose one could think of it as like a Jedi data cube. I thought Stargate works by plot devices rather than physics. Damn. Datacron. Blobber's here with all the shade.
The pleural and pericardial surfaces are smooth, shiny, and unremarkable. They weigh 1,398 grams. The heart weighs 367 grams. The tissue appears healthy.
What is it?
I've never seen anything like it.
Hey, wait, you can't move!
Frohike?
Ah, freaking hell. Frohike just got nabbed. Biotech guards just took him into custody.
Where is he?
They're in the building. I'm getting a lot of background chatter here. Scully, fires. They're heading right for you. Hide.
What are you doing?
Agent Scully, they won't give up until they find us. Letting them take me will buy you time. When you're done here, Langley will help you to free me and Frohike.
Alright, so there's a save point in here. And please know, every Star Wars plot device is a stupid holocron. Yeah, that is true. Even in episode Redacted, they had to, like, kill their best friend to get a holocron. That ended up being useless from what I recall. But all they had hold was different colored salt crystals. True.
John Gilness.
I think the coast is clear.
Langley, did you find them?
I think so, but it's not good.
Talk to me.
Frohike and Byers are in separate cells northwest of your current location. The door to that area can be unlocked from a computer bank in the basement cryolab, which is due north.
Well, that's good, right?
If it were that simple. The door to this cryolab only opens with the scan palm print of someone who has top-level clearance, and I can't bypass the system from here.
Langley, can you tell me if the name John Gilnitz is in the system?
Yes, Gilnitz, John V. His handprint would do it, but... Oh.
We're going to rip his hand off. We have a shotgun. An alien artifact fragment. Why was this in this dude's body? This kind of looks like a ritual dagger? I know it's not. It's probably part of like some sort of alien potted plant or what have you. It would be really nice if we could get Jedi laser crystals one day. Because, like, just imagine the potential of being able to unleash laser-guided might on our enemies. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Because, like, I know it's wildly impractical.
Yes, Langley.
That's both totally cool and completely sickening at the same time. No wonder Frohickey likes you. I don't think I could ever do what you just did. I gotta hand it to you. How about a hand for Agent Scully?
Okay, Langley, enough.
It was a good thing that Gilnitz guy was there to give you a hand. Maybe you should take a foot too, just in case. Might come in handy.
Langley, where's the door?
North. End of the hall.
It was Rasputin, you don't know why things are inside his body. I mean, Rasputin was one of the more colorful characters of the 20th century Russian regime. I don't know, like, what I find curious is, like, how he was able to deal with the child's porphyria. Porphyria? Corparia? Is that a man without skin? How much of his lore was propaganda, though? I'm not sure. Because, like, some of it had to have been propaganda, but some of it was, like, real.
Just tell me what to do when I get to this computer.
Get into the system computer network software, click off the internal security control, and then send me an email. I'll do the rest.
He stopped his aspirin regimen.
System reads optical discs.
Wait, what? That was it?
The system reads optical discs.
Okay, Scully, I'm in. I'll take it from here.
What is this? Oh my god.
Agent Scully, we're in. The door is open.
So you're saying that the Russian Empire collapsed in part because overuse of aspirin. Is that what I'm getting here? And Draculas are back, but they ain't our problem. Oh, hemophilia. I mean, I honestly don't remember, Belle. It's been 79 years. I can't be trusted with this memory. We need a higher level card to go into the bottom areas. But what I find interesting is, like, the guards are fine. Because they are unaffected completely. But yeah, no, what I do remember for certain is that the child of the Tsar had some sort of incurable, not really incurable, but some sort of severe medical condition that was related to the blood. And the only person who seemed to be able to do anything was Rasputin, which led to him getting undue control and influence over the crown And then going from there. I don't recall. I can't believe this game is actually explaining some of the deep lore of X-Files. So Alexei had hemophilia. Okay, and I do believe it was Alexei who had the issue. I don't know, when it comes to World War I, I'm always befuddled and fascinated by the little things that could have changed the events. Admittedly, I don't recall why. Rasputin had anything to do with the fall of the Russian Empire, other than his existence increased instability. Oh god. Coincidence has a nasty habit of writing history. True. I'm not even necessarily referring to coincidence in this place. Or at this time, however. Because more so what I'm thinking of is the habit of history to have, the little things matter to a surprising regard. For example, you have... Oh god. You have a Serbian man assassinate a member of Austrian royalty, fine. It's not the first assassination that's ever happened before, nor was it the last that's ever happened in Europe. You know what, we'll try fisting these people to death first. Yep, they're just as easy to knock down. Alright, so I hope everybody enjoyed Scully's Special Adventures with the Undead. Yep, that's the goal, Rusty. We're gonna be smashing some balls tonight. I'm pressing X as hard as I can, by which I mean square. Alright, this might be a little bit ineffective. You're slicing them with your goddamn shotgun. What is this? Oh. Jesus, how much damage do you guys take? Okay. The enemies are just getting ridiculously tanky at this point. undead, they haven't had their morning coffee. True, that is a reasonable thing to take from that. I mean, where would I be without my Vietnamese coffee? You can't penetrate the skin with bullets if their skin isn't with the rest of the body. That's not wrong, Blobber. Also, why do we have the main character from Deus Ex 1 here? What is J.C. Denton doing about 40 years in the past? And Bummer, is that a book or is that a documentary?
We got guards heading into the cryo lab.
I've almost got them.
He didn't ask to be in this game. No. That's not J.C. Denton. That's Morgan Freeman. Famed character of Deus Ex Human Revolution book. Okay.
Agent Scully? Man, I've had dreams like this.
Agent Scully, thank God, I knew you'd do.
You need a little help there, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman. He was the main character in Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Ah, damn it. What's happening? The artifact. It just became incredibly hot. It melted the optical disc.
Look.
The alien artifact is now pointing towards Mecca to return to its home. Because little do we all know that the alien artifact was part of the Kaaba that landed in Medina in 1444.
Holy hell is that?
It's Rasputin again.
Agent Scully, run!
Take cover!
Yeah. Adam Jensen played him in the live-action Yeah? Why is everything dark? Okay. Gun is nice. What I really need, what I really want, is healing.
Stand back.
This is why they call Scully the problem solver. And the game did deliver me to what I wanted. No, I'm trying to think of, like, who would play who in, like, the expanded Deus Ex reality. Why do I have 2 shotguns now? Okay. That did just give me ammo, which I think is more than worth it. And... fascinating. No, Anastasia is a fantastic game. Or, movie. I loved it as a kid. Alright, now I want to see if we can, like, 1v1 Rasputin here. So let's take a quick gander at that. Oh, please, game. He's quick. Why is she so slow? They're a bunch of nerds, Blobber. They don't know how to do much.
Must be melting on impact.
Okay, so that tells me we're gonna have to fight him, but it'll be later. Fascinating. Okay. we now know what to do. Which apparently is to run, cry, and hide. And no, our friends are useless, Blobber. They're a bunch of nerds. Exactly. The FBI or the FIB are the spooks who do stuff, where the CIA are the spooks who get other people to do stuff. That's why their dental plan's better. Okay. Oh my god, this game. Alright, so we're in a bad spot here. An exceptionally bad spot, mind you, due to the existence of Spooky Man. However, fret not. We have a chance to craft reality back to what we truly know what it should be. A small chance, but it is a chance. Alright, now, what do we do? And now I also kind of want to watch Weird Al again. I actually got to see him live once, and I gotta say, it was pretty fun. He was at the Sacramento State Fair. Oh, damn well near a decade ago. He used to actually play there semi-frequently, from what I heard. And, you know, probably the only time I've ever seen a musician live as well. I was literally a shot off. Kill me. Okay, well, we gotta have faith. You know, that's exactly what happens. When you're in times of trouble, it is truly then when Rasputin's soul is truly the most happy. So we have to run to the nerds and let them take some damage for us, he says, after failing to do that royally. We just need to pray that every little thing's gonna be alright. See, Billy Joel said it best, right? Or was it Ricky Martin? Steve Harvey? I don't know, one of those gentlemen. Now I have to go watch the Portuguese version. Sounds good. No escuero de noite. I hate you all so much. At least we're doing a lot better this time. Oh, I hate you.
I've read about pyromantic entities in Russian mythology, but I can't even begin to explain what we just witnessed.
I hate to tell you this. I believe we've all been exposed to a high level of radiation, cosmic galactic radiation from the artifact. We can be treated, but I think we're suffering the hallucinogenic effects.
Man, that was a bad trip. Just say no to cosmic galactic radiation.
Your jokes are bad, and you should feel bad. The door is jammed. No. And now I have a feeling we also missed the cutscene somewhere. Ugh. Alright, where do we go now? Do we need to, like, cut up the body to get the alien artifact? Okay, so we do need to grab that. I tried grabbing it a minute ago. The game would not let me do that, though. He sounds even more angry in Brazilian.
What the hell did you do in here?
Mulder's not answering. He must be on that transport to Tunguska.
Whatever effects we may be suffering, that creature was tangible. It was real.
We don't have any proof of the things we've seen, but this may be all the proof we'll ever need.
Okay. We do have confirmation that we did fight aliens. Or aliens are involved. Not bad, English is better. Strudel absolutely teasing the BRs, sad.
Sir, thank you for meeting me so early and on such short notice.
Agent Scully.
Agent Mulder has done something very rash, and I believe his life is in danger. We've been shown just enough information to entice Mulder into a course of action that plays into the hands of those who want to use him.
Agent Scully, I told Mulder to walk away from this.
I know, sir, but instead of walking away, he's flown right into the source of the danger. Agent Mulder boarded a Russian transport plane to Tunguska.
This intel just came to my attention. A Russian transport plane was reported to have gone down in a remote region of Siberia.
Oh, God.
I've arranged for your passage to Russia. You'll need to leave immediately.
Thank you, sir. You knew they wanted him. For what?
I've had no hard facts, Agent Scully, just bits and pieces. Signs were there that you both should have seen. Now just pray that you can still save him.
The chorus just doesn't sound as powerful in BR. Yeah, I mean, like, we got a narc on our hands here.
Wait here while I search the area.
Duh. Alright, as we've learned last time... Bam. Let me remove my mouse. Alright, so I have no idea what the hell's going on here. It probably would have been very beneficial to me if I had ever seen the original X-Files show. However, in another case of Wellington's deprivation as a child, I saw very little of it. So all of this is flying over my head. What I do know, however, are aliens. Well, not really. What I do know is that this smells of a conspiracy. I mean, that's not even real Cyrillic. That was a forward-facing R, not a backwards R. We're probably in China, right? Oh, no. Why dogs? Why Russian husky dogs? What? What is this game? Oh my god. We're already nearly dead. Vadim! Yep. That certainly did just happen. Okay. Too spooked to live? I wish it was too spooked to live. This is nonsense. We just started the chapter and they're already like throwing like the Russian KGB dogs at us. How do we know this isn't like Vladimir Putin that's been like anamorphed into a dog and that's what we're fighting right now? This is a terrible reality by which we've been brought into. Alright, we've done it. How much health do we have? That actually went better than I expected. Putin in 3 fursuits sounds plausible. Exactly! I mean, I know Russia's a bear, but like... Or Russia's like... spirit animal is a bear, but that doesn't mean that like Vladimir has to choose that to be his persona as well. He could be lithe like Wolf. Alright, this train of thought is activating my imagination in ways that I never wanted to think about. So I'm just going to shoot Senior Cheeky Breeky over there. And hope I get his AK. And in fact, I do. I'm just going to enjoy beating the crap out of Vadim. Because we all know that the favorite pastime of the Russian people is having a red-headed woman kick them in the nads for about 5 hours a day. I will say though, I was watching Young's VOD for Resident Evil earlier, by which I mean Umbrella Corporation goes live in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And it's given me inspiration to play Resident... Oh god, I keep saying Resident Evil because this is reminding me of Code Veronica. Liberty City Story, or not Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories. Young has given me the inspiration to play Vice City Stories. Cause like, I do enjoy playing, the beginning barrack part of Resident Evil. Yeah, this is reminding me of Code Veronica, which for some reason is co-opting my mind as I'm trying to talk about Vice City Stories, which makes me very sad. Alright. So, the question truly is now, how the hell do we get to the other part of the base? Probably what I should have done is blew up those barrels to kill El Dago. However, it's probably a little bit crueler than I thought. The ending is different in BR, Anastasia? How is it different? Or do you mean the end of the song? Because I don't think, from what I remember, I would be happy if they changed the ending to the movie. Because, like, I think it was a pretty decent ending from... Oh, the way they sung. Okay. I think it was a decent ending. I'm gonna have to watch Anastasia again sometime soon. Door won't open. I mean, they introduced to us the mechanic of shooting things recently, but we don't have a shotty. I wonder what the hell the pilot's doing, because, like, he had to have heard some gunfire mere milliseconds ago. Oh no, don't tell me. Oh. No. Am I missing something? Maybe we need to shoot the other door? Maybe looking at the notes. Victims exhibiting same delusional homicidal rage that swept to Red Falls. The large alien artifact must be in the area. Released high levels of radiation at some point. I can only hope that Mulder was protected with an antidote. Huh. No, the door would have reacted in some way if that was the answer. Does anyone have any ideas what we need to do here? Oh, never mind. We finally got a prompt. Middle gate key. This game is not nice sometimes. I rubbed my head up against that bed several times, and yet it did not yield to this lady's eyes of perception. Gotta put more ranks in them.
Hey! Hello?
You have an electric fence. Squat and eat semechi? Semechi? Semechki. What is Semechki? I mean, to be fair, I should have just beat that man, but I grew afraid. No. I really hope the boss to the final segment of the game isn't as horrifying as what we faced already. Wellington, not a Slav, confirmed. The Slav blood in me is weak. I will confirm. I mean, as I said earlier, what is currently happening right now is a very Slav thing to want to happen, and I'm not a fan of this current act. Nor what? Why is there a fetus on stream? That is a fetus, right? Tsar Nicholas was British. Man wasn't even a Slav himself. Is this like some sort of Russian super soldier program? What? We got a fade kit, which I am very happy about, given the fact that our soul is currently torn asunder. I'm deeply confused what's going on all around here. So we have a shark in the water, by which I mean big fish. We have the workings of what appears to be a super soldier program. Oh, speaking of which, I wanted to play RimWorld with a couple of mods, with kind of the stated goal of making like super slaves, like genetically engineer and modify our slaves to be very effective at being slaves. So like give them robo arms and stuff, while at the same time just having a decadent upper class. And I was debating how I would go about doing that. Because I kind of want to play it like we're playing the Umbrella Corporation sort of a deal. So you would, well, to be entirely honest, just be horribly evil. Why haven't we seen a RimWorld royalty run yet? That's an excellent question, Vummer. I just haven't been in the mood to play RimWorld for the last couple months. With Queen Vicky, Nick 2, Wilhelm, no. I mean, we could very well do that. I don't deny that. Oh no, it's dog. Can I kill dog through door? No. Well, regrettably, we know what to do. Everything is fine. Like I've said before, we just gotta get the Serenity music on dock. And then just chill out to glorious peace. And totally not worry about the man-eating doggo. Gotta be put down? Exactly. This is why. Dogs in video game make people sad. Because, like, they don't act like humanity's best friend. They act as humanity's greatest top anime villain. And nobody likes the top anime villain. Well...
Krychek, stop there!
The game wants us to chase Krychek. Sorry. Spojkovic and Lyshenko. Gotta be put down. True! If I recall... we did get the RimWorld MP mod to not explode. However, it went disastrously. Well, that's fine. Have a wonderful night, Belle. May dreams greet you kindly. Doors jammed.
Scully.
We have to get out of here. I saw Alex Krychek.
And Cancer Man.
What?
That cigarette-smoking bastard is here, using me to locate a ship.
What are you talking about?
A spacecraft, which crashed to Earth almost 100 years ago.
What?
The virus that I was infected with, the alien virus, has connected me to the ship in a way. I can find this spacecraft, buried somewhere in the Siberian landscape. Somehow this machine has heightened my...
Mulder, listen to me. I saw something at Rausch, a film of you and Cigarette-Smoking Man. The brain operation that you had. He had genetic material taken from your brain and transferred to his.
I don't understand. That would mean the genetic material we share, he would respond to the alien craft in the same way. Then why would he need me?
Because going through this is killing you both. We have to leave.
Is it just me, or is, like, Scully taking this at too much face value? Because, like, as I've had Scully described to me, she's not the true blue believer. She's like, hey dog, your fantasies are nice and all, but let's take a chill and figure this out. Where, like, the evidence presented here, I wouldn't go so far as to say is compelling. We haven't had a great run since the CC disaster. Which CC disaster, Bummer? Oh, but Jake was talking about the Sims 4 CC, and I think I realized what we can do for the Sims 4. I think we can do a CC run for Sims 4. Seems like a good mean. Goka's run? Was that your final episode, Goka? Because I remember you said you were going to make a big run of it. Why is there a woman right there?
Alex Krychek put me here, after he found out I lied to him.
And that lie was?
He believed you died when the Russian transport plane went down. Because I placed a tracking device in the diplomatic passport I gave you, I knew otherwise. To protect you, I allowed him to believe the lie.
You worked with Krychek for the Smoking Man to lure Mulder here. Why bring him here only to try and save him?
I believed the deception these men conceived would bring Mulder to a deeper truth. One that he needed to find. But I didn't know there was a power here. A force.
A force?
An entity that you've encountered. A man, a being, imbued with the alien power of the artifact. Once the shell containing the artifact was fractured at Briar Lake, this being became a conduit for that power. A power that Smoking Man believed you could resist.
Resist the power to serve the interests of these men in the shadows.
Where are they now?
At this point, on their way with the Special Forces unit to find the alien craft. I don't expect any of them will survive.
What? We're gonna have to play this game another day as Mulder's story. Because I distinctly have the feeling right here that, like, Scully's B character and Mulder's A character. So, like, we're getting the B plot rather than the A plot, and it's beginning to show at this point. Because, like, Scully's reaction and mine are both, what the fuck is going on? And by turning everyone's income up, Goka, do you mean you increase the colony wealth such that, like, Randy was like, oh boy, looks like we gotta have our friend have some fun. Wait, Fox was the main character? Oh, I see now. Hmm? Did I lock myself out of a whole area?
Hello?
Say goodbye to Mulder for me.
Krychek?
Run!
Door won't open.
Scully, are you all right?
Yes. Where's Marita?
Marita!
We can't save her, Mulder.
That door was fine when I was over there last. So she could have just walked out. Well, Goku, what was the biggest...
is here, nearby.
Mulder, we have a helicopter. If we can get to it, we can escape.
Get back there and get ready to leave. I'll meet up with you.
What are you doing? What is anyone doing? Black oil. Oh no. Alright. So Goku, like what was the biggest gamer move that you saw happen on your CC? Like what did chat do to turn your soul asunder? Well, not really turn your soul asunder, I should say. Turn the colony's soul asunder. Was there like sending a group of hostile boomalopes full of cocaine and rage to tear down the walls? 2,000 cables and 1,000 rats? Oh, 2,000 candles. That feels like an either of them thing to do, to be entirely fair. Four times... There's orbital bombard... Oh. I really haven't played fully through a game of RimWorld since it got its 1.0 release. So some of these things are sounding fascinating. Heavily modded? Okay. Hello there, friend. Not me, I was the Mega Spider. Mega Spider does sound fun. What is Moth God, by the way? Is that like Mothra? Oh, that's actually one of the mods I did want to install for memes. Is installing a genetic modification mod where we can make our own horrifying modifications to the wildlife and fauna. Which I think would be pretty chill. Sea fusion? Half of the people died. Sea fusion is also a believable candidate for such memes. So we're in the armory now. I don't know why they're calling it Weapons Hold. Everyone died in the end. Well, are people interested in seeing a RimWorld one run? Because we can certainly think about doing that. I'd be curious about doing it as well with CC and having chat act as Randy Random. Because what I might do is I might just do CC is troll. That is fair. What I might do is curate things such that like people... I would need to look at the CC. Because I like the idea of having chat act as Randy. Yeah. Because I caught a few of your streams, Goka, for it. I wasn't able to catch the final one for a reason that I don't remember. I want to blame D&D and or Barotrauma. Or Chica. I'm not sure which it was. However, one of those. And did you do that methodology, or did you have the storyteller and chat act as the storyteller? The RimWorld streams are the closest you've gotten to true brain rot. You never want to go to true brain rot. It's the madness is not where you want to go with life. I had blood and oh. Okay. Yeah, I would do like Randy on easy or what have you, Randy on normal or something like that. So like nothing. So it's a very passive AI, and have chat send things, and basically I'd have to look through the CC and basically say, okay, when we get to this wealth level at the end of a stream, we'll unlock X, Y, and Z. So on and so forth. I mean, Randy, as much guff as he gets, isn't that mean. From what I recall, Randy in and of himself is better than the other people. The other storytellers. When Randy in chat sent you... What's more important is long cooldown timers on most things. Yeah, I would imagine having like an hour-long cooldown timer. Maybe 30 minutes or something like that. For the terrorist things. This is why I'm a big fan of shotgun. Okay, I'll have to take a look at it after this stream. Because that does seem like a good meme to do. A handful of rats are dropping a tiger, since one slows down the game more than the other. You see, I would prevent... What I would do is I would very much limit the number of spawns people could have. Like, no more than, like, 5 rats, or something like that. To prevent people from explicitly slowing down the game. Because, like, that's not what I'm there to do. No spawn limit in the CC? I can't even set a spawn limit? Well. I really wish I could see that sparking. Sad. That's fair. Oh, you're a cheeky little bastard. It takes so goddamn long to load. Or to pull out your gun. It's obscene. Why am I kill- Because there's a bucket in there I need. And we're in Russia, Rusty. We haven't developed that level of ironworking yet. And to be even more fair, those dogs are killing me over and over again. This is Peter's wet dream. Local dogs, mall streamer live on cam. No, it's in Russian, Rusty, and we know Russian isn't a language. It's just a series of memes and words. Alright, do we use wrench here? No. Do we use wrench here? I honestly thought it was going to be Moon Rune logic where you have to weigh down the switch in order to deactivate it. I'm not sure if I feel any better about just dousing it in water. Anything over here? Do we really not go upstairs? No. Trying to think of like what else the game might want us to do. We already fully explored that area previously. I'm also expecting the pilot here to have his brain shot out. No, he is still here. Though the plane seems to be facing a different direction? No, I guess it's still where it was.
We're waiting for one
I knew he was dead.
A dramatic entrance or a desperate cry for attention?
There goes our ride out of here.
There's Cheeky McBreakyson. I don't know, Vummer. I'm just gonna go with it. We could also do the zombie mod. You know, we might actually have a couple of RimWorld ones we can do that are themed differently. We could have zombie apocalypse survival. Or we could do... yeah, no. I very much want to play the bad guys to a Resident Evil game in RimWorld. Like, that's beginning to sound more and more appealing. You could reenact Martian Gothic? No.
Well, it's still hip to go there because not everyone knows about it yet.
Mulder, this is exactly what they want you to do.
No, not anymore. Krychek tried to kill us. He and Cancer Man had a reason to lead me here, but that plan's changed now.
Mulder, if you're doing this, you're not doing it alone. Let's go. Show me a spaceship.
I knew you were hip.
I have a feeling I skipped some loot, and now I'm very concerned. Alright, everybody, get your seatbelts buckled up. Because we're about to hit the last segment of this game. We'll do Mulder's story another day.
Mulder, what is this place?
Some kind of old ruins. It looks like Krychek used this for a staging area.
They're draining the lake.
There are more ruins out there. The ship is buried within them, somewhere below the surface of the water.
This is proof, Mulder. I was able to retrieve the alien fragment from Rausch Biotech. If we study this fragment and it provides the evidence that we know it should, this is irrefutable proof of everything we've been searching for. The key to unlocking the answer to every question in the X-Files. What more do you hope to find here?
The truth.
We could, in theory, reenact Martian Gothic. I'd be curious to do to see RimWorld done as, like, you're the colony of a... There's a dude in here. You're the colony on, like, raiding Mars. Not raiding Mars. Hey, Shill, how you doing today? Actually, what were you playing today? Was it Tales Galore? Listen, I appreciate that you think that Molders is a handsome lad, but you gotta show a gal a good time here. Tales of Brokeback Mountain, Tales of the West? Why does that sound familiar? You know, zombies these days really don't know how to treat a lady. Always ogling the man next to her rather than her. You could at least take her on a date before you try and steal her man. I know David Duchovny is a handsome lad and all, but jeez. Okay, boat's got nuked. Another Zombambo. It's a ruse to make Scully step on them. The Russians have just gotten this, like, humiliation fetish at this point, I feel. Where they just need to visit the dominatrix every hour and get stepped on. That would explain the invasion of the Ukraine. I mean, it's just Vladimir taking it to a whole new level of the fetish. Rather than getting stepped on by, the Rebecca steps on dick, they're getting stepped on by Ukrainian man. And opera singers, I guess. It would make about as much sense as any other thing, now that I think about it. Okay. You might be wondering, Wellington, why aren't you using your guns? And that's because I'm saving the shotgun and the AK-47 for the final boss. Because if the last boss has been any indication of anything, it's going to be a nightmare to fight. However, fighting these zombies are giving me RSI, or is giving me RSI. Corona report. Acon side scan sonar Marcosas Monastery 1998. Why is the US
Due north. Distortion beneath the large main building. That's where the ship is.
Why is the US Army here? This is Russia. In a long series of things, this once again just raises even more questions. Right, we know there's at least 2 guys in here, I think. Let Mr. Duchovny take a hit or 2. Then we'll get into business. They got lost? So what you're saying is this is like SEAL Team 6, led by Bugs Bunny? He just took a left at Albuquerque? I'm now imagining like a SEAL team led by like Looney Tunes characters. Because you'd have Bugs as like the team lead, like the head honcho SEAL. Then you'd like have Daffy as like the radio officer because of like how much he wants to run his goddamn mouth. Mouth. But like, who else would be part of the team? Because those are like usually 6 guys, right? So you'd have Porky be like the chef. Probably in his army role, he'd be reprising, like the strong silent type. Yeah, Lola would be there too. Lola would be the heavy gunner. Sylvester would be the scout. Who would be number 6? Well, how many people are in the team, Strudel? What is, I guess, is a squad 6 people or is it 8 people? As soon as I'm done kicking this man's dick off, I'll look at my DMs, Goka. Alright, we've done it. Okay. Actually, I don't even know if I have RimWorld installed on this computer. I did promise Goka that I would examine his messages after this disaster. Know your role, Looney Tunes clip? Thank you, Goka. 4 to 10 in the squad, 20 to 50 in a platoon. Foghorn Leghorn, the granny that owns Tweety, Pepe Le Pew, Speedy Gonzalez, Sylvester. Oh no. Well, at least we know where the fuel is. Tasmanian Devil, Wile E. Coyote, Roadrunner, and Yosemite Sam. Oh no. What? You know the real sad thing? Not sad thing, actually probably a good thing, is I can imagine this as like a new Looney Tunes movie. Like the Looney Tunes go and kill Osama bin Laden. Like you have Bugs has been captured by Osama, and then like SEAL Team 6 has to go in and save him and kill Osama. Like Granny would be like the, I don't know, like the CIA operative that's coordinating with them. And then Foghorn... What else? You would have the smattering of that team. Damn, Zoomers never saw the World War II Looney Tunes. I'm not sure if I have or have not, Strudel. With Daffy killing Hitler? I know that there is a Looney Tunes of... What do you mean you can't use that here? Empty gas can? Oh. Understandable. No, I knew there was a... What's it called? The other one. Disney cartoons where, like, Disney characters are, like, squaring up with Hitler, showing him that he's a smelly bastard. But I did not know, in fact, that there was Looney Tunes take Hitler to task. Can we not siphon the gas here? Yeah, the boats are unusable, but I need your gasoline, buddy. Can I use the Crow beer? No. This is a puzzle that befuddles for the ages. Will I be stopped once again? Hopefully not. I've suffered enough. I mean, we came here in car, right? So theoretically, we could siphon gas out of the car, yeah. Gas tank appears to be ruptured. These things have 2 gas tanks, don't they? One on the left and one on the right? No. Also, if the gas tank was ruptured, how the hell did we even get here? Maybe in the Rusky Helo? There we go. Now, what are we missing for this? There seems to be fuel in there. We could... Well, the weird... Okay, so it looks like there was a pipe attached to it as well. You gotta suck it out? I know you gotta suck it out, Bummer. However, we need a tube of some sort to suck it out with, and without such tube, we ain't gonna have a chance to get the sucking. Wow, Goka, damn, throwing shade at Chica when she ain't even here. Dizam. I'm gonna do one more, or finish one more loop, and then consider my options to see if there's any, like, hidden pipe of mystery that we can utilize. Because when I looked at the thing, it just said press X to examine. This boat needs fuel. And there doesn't appear to be anything on the boat. There's an ammo clip there and a generator here. Generator seems fine. And there was no anything anywhere else, and we can't get on the plane. There seems to be gas inside. Put on the NVG to see if there's anything hidden in the shade that we haven't seen previously. No, just the boats are unusable. Something I can pry off the boats? No. What I find interesting is that the prompt is different. I think it's because the plane can be interacted with while the boats cannot. Yeah, and there's nothing obvious on the ground for me. Nothing in the trunk. There we go. Gotta say, I did not expect the... What rubber tube was in the car? Because, like, I own a vehicle, you see, and I don't remember seeing just a random rubber tube in there. Granted, I might not be thinking of the correct part of my car. I guess there would be some rubber tubing in there for, like, fluids. Your windshield and what have you. I
think we hit shallow water here, Mulder.
I can't see the bottom, Scully.
Please don't tell me they're fishmen. Oh no, it's a tentacle monster. I agree, Rusty. Why is the first thing that happens we get assailed by a tentacle monster? Yeah. How did we get here? Well, you see, Vomer. Mulder had a vasectomy that was committed by an alien, which then resulted in him gaining, like, accidentally impregnated by said alien. This alien had crash-landed a spaceship that a chain smoker and someone with a Russian-sounding name had been trying to find. This connection that Mulder has with the alien that impregnated him allowed them to find that a alien ship was crashed under a temple. And that temple is guarded by a tentacle monster. No, I mean the transition from tentacle roundabout to the ruins. I mean, obviously the monster's kind enough to, like, give us, like, place to go. Eyeless? I'm gonna guess we would have had a really hard time here had we not had the night vision. Oh, I shot a rat. Oh, that was probably a little bit overkill. I mean, all things considered, though, I am still a fair bit befuddled. So this is where we came from. I guess if we consider this temple as itself, the creature's body, if the temple itself is the creature's body, it just might be a giant crustacean, and, like, we're inside the hermit crab. Oh, no. I did not think we'd be fighting the KKK. Not the rat. Oh, I really hope I don't regret using all of the AK ammo. Because that guy actually didn't hit that hard. Why was there just like a guy in like the hood? What is going on? Where's Mulder? Whose corpse is this? Well, you heard it, Vummer. Scully's... Alright, Mulder. As soon as we recover all this, we can determine that it's aliens. Scully's gotten in on the swamp gas. She's huffing the copium. Everything's going wrong. Exactly, Vummer. That's probably the way the game wants us to go. But I don't know, because... I'm not sure if we were supposed to kill that man already, or if the game expected us to have used all of the AK ammo, or what have you. Because you run a lot slower while you're gunning it up. I guess we'll find out shortly. That's not a real boy way. Is this where Mulder is?
Signs of recent predation. Small gnaw marks like the bones have been stripped clean by rats. This man set himself on fire.
That rat did more damage to me than anything else. Oh. I'm really happy I went this way. We have a flamethrower now, everybody. Our best friend. Alright, well, I'm happy I went back. If I were to guess, you were supposed to run away from the man, grab the flamethrower, and then flame him to death. However, we had our helpful friend Kalishnikov to help us. What? Okay. It took me the way where I wanted to go this time. We still need to find the corpse, I mean perfectly healthy body of Mulder. Alright, so the answer is aliens. Though I don't know how cosmic... What I'm trying to figure out is, like, by what mechanism is the game saying that the cosmic radiation is exhibiting, like, zombie-like behavior, right? Because, like... Is it because, like, these people are, like... infected? Or given, like, rabies-like symptoms? Okay, now I can save. Much like how many looks it takes to the center of a Tootsie Pop, we may never know. I also now realize that Scully is hitting them with the side of her foot. Now, wouldn't it be more effective to kick a man to death by using the tip of your shoe rather than the side of your shoe? That just seems like how you get unnecessary ankle damage. Granted, I'm not an expert at kicking people while they're down. Clearly, this is just a hardcore Russian BDSM festival. I mean, I don't disagree, Bummer. I mean, I'm not gonna kink shame the entirety of the nation of Russia. This has just gone a little bit too far, I think. Oh, it's Mulder! There we go, she's using her actual shoe now. I mean, to quote Mariah Carey, or Shania Twain, these boots are made for walking all over you. Or, as Christopher Walken would say, these boots are for walking all over you. You're right, this is one of my most offensive accents. Christopher Walken. I think I have the spacing of his voice right. But his tone is very bad. That was Nancy Sinatra? Oh god. Wait, Nancy Sinatra made that song? And hello there, son. How you doing? To quote Mariah Carey, all I want for Christmas is to be stepped on. Wellington, probably. Is that Mulder's head? What? What? This isn't what's happening at all! Alright, I'm very deeply confused now. Where's JJ? I mean, JJ's probably one of these many Russian soldiers, or JJ could be in a zombie costume, so he can make sure he can enjoy every single disaster here. Alright, 2 of them is when we have to take out Mr. Gunn. Oh my god, there are 3 of them. The ludonarrative dissonance is reaching political levels. Oh, I thought you were going for the CBT part of this. Never mind, Bummer. It feels like the game is loading cutscenes from a different level. I don't inherently disagree. This is getting to the point where I'm beginning to feel like I'm watching Star Wars Episode 9. And, like, it is still the only piece of media that I've consumed and felt like an old man, just confused at what's going on. Because suddenly Palpatine's back and it's like, Luke, you must consume the soul of the child. So the game's pretty good then? I mean, I've had a good time playing it. I'd give it... It's certainly a video game. It's compelling enough to keep me in, even though it has no right to, from, like, most standpoints. I think, like I said in the first stream, if I'm recalling myself correctly, is the uncanny valley between, like, goofiness. It's unhinged enough to be amusing. Would be an excellent way to phrase it. Oh god. Would I give it a beached whale out of 10? Only if we use dynamite to destroy it. If you have patience and an emulator, I would recommend giving it a playthrough. I would recommend starting with Mulder rather than Scully because we're playing the B plot, as I now realize here in the final act of the game, rather than the A plot. Only if we build a trebuchet to fling it back into the ocean. That is true. We could have like a contest where like a variety of teams each get an eighth of a whale and has to like construct some sort of device to bring it back into the ocean. Like one team would build a trebuchet, one person would build like a conveyor belt system, one person would bring Minecraft into real life and use a minecart or other such means to bring it into reality, or to send it home. Which I suppose is quoting the English in their most recent humiliation. Bring it home, everybody. Bring it home. I will say this is the most effective kicking action that I've had in quite some time. Because, like, I agree with Jake, where, like, beating the shit out of an enemy is one of the most satisfying things you can do in a video game. That's in part why I enjoy the Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2 quite a bit, because there's something very satisfying about beating a zombie to death. Even if the game makes zero sense. Where I don't even know if we're going in the right or wrong direction at this point. Because we saw Mulder, but we didn't go to Mulder, and we're going up, which is making me afraid. This is fine. Where's Dana's hips? Dana's Dana Duchovny, right? The gentleman playing Mulder? I mean, we haven't seen his sweet piece of ass in about 10 minutes here because he got kidnapped by a tentacle monster. However, we did find him after he was tentacled. He was blankly staring at a pillar, and we decided to walk away from him after we interacted with a breakdancing zombie. Oh, you mean Scully? I don't know what's wrong with her hips. To be honest, I've been staring at the small of her back as my focus point, so I have not observed what's going on with her hips. But now that you say it, she does kind of look like a Thinman from XCOM now. Because her arms seem smaller than previous. And flatter. And her back seems very arched when you walk. Like, if you look, she's putting her body way too far forward. Because, like, the middle of her chest, like, her sternum is ahead of where her legs are, I think. Which is fascinating. Yeah. Just say you don't want to meet Scully in a dark alley one day. Alright, let's see how Mulder's doing. Enjoying the pillar, buddy?
Mulder!
Scully, look at the ceiling. Maybe there's a door through.
Okay. I have no idea why we went the other way now. Was that a cutscene we were supposed to have with Mulder? Because there's like a Russian priest that just comes up and saying like, "Oh, Nosferatu, Baba Yetu, Baba da 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 da," and is trying to summon the man from Lion King. No, do not overwrite that one there. Okay. I mean, we have like a ritual occurring here that seems like it's more out of eternal darkness than
I haven't
aliens.
been to church in a while, Scully, but this isn't what I remember.
Is that him? The one that's causing all this? He looks...
Normal.
Maybe that's the wrong word.
Scully, run!
What in the actual fuck? End of Resonance. Monastery Outer Sanctum. You got shot? We did get shot, bummer. However, good news. I was missing having an AK-47 with ammo. If the game is feeling beneficent enough, we can get 4 more.
I know I haven't been to church.
I do have a Flammenwerther, but I want to be around the corner before I trigger that particular boondoggle. Because flamethrowers notoriously have very short range. This one might be fine. Mulder has a gun now. Wait. Never mind, it was very useless. However, the game was feeling kind. We now have 2 AK-47s. Hey, let me just do a cheeky save here. Alright. Now there's one more gentleman that we need to send to the Stone Age. Thankfully, he should go down like a ton of bricks. Perfect. Alright, now my dream has come true. We have 120 AK-47 ammo. We're ready to take on the Russians like it's 1918. So now we've gone from being in X-Files Resistor Serve to being in Count Lucanor, or Lucanor, and now I'm deeply concerned. Quite deeply concerned indeed. Though I gotta say, this organ music slaps. But the AK-47 is the Model 47. That's not wrong, Bummer, but I don't want to face the Russians in 1947. They're 2 years from getting the A-bomb, don't you know?
Scully, look at the markings on this door.
I've seen this before, Mulder. Alien symbols. I think I can decipher this.
It's here, just beyond these doors.
And what do we do when we get there?
I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go along. He derives his power from the artifact.
We cut off his power source, we stop him.
Or piss him off even more. You work on this door. I think I can find another way in.
Any other words of advice?
Why can she read Alien now? Oh no, not another eyeless. Also, man said the title. We gotta roll the credits now. Let's use the AK, I guess. Alright, where will we be? Not where I expected you to be. Why does this game have us keep shooting old men? Okay, that door is illegal. And probably this door is illegal. Okay. So we have a Jesus icon up north. We have a couple of dead goblins here. 3 to be precise. I will give them credit here, that model actually does have a piece of the artifact missing. Oh no, don't tell me I got it. Oh, thank God. What is the game? Oh, examine? Yeah. Did they actually use an Orthodox cross? There's a surprising amount of attention to detail here. The entity? Uh-huh. See, I really wish I saved my, flamethrower for this point. Admittedly, there was no way to know that we would have needed it here. However, I think we should be fine here on what I'm assuming is the final boss. As he keeps sending a penis laser back at us. Okay, AK's out of ammo. We'll reload our pistol before going to that. What's Strudel? You tell me that wasn't a penis laser. He literally thrusted forward, and a laser came out of his crotch. Alright, so... The small piece that is a rebound larger component, the man that harnessed the energy, while he appears to be just an elderly man, approximately 90 to 100 years in age, must have something alien in his physiology that made his connection to the artifact possible. Mulder missing the artifacts creating... Or you have a really high crotch. I mean, that's why you don't feed your dick weed. Or your hoo-ha weed. It's just not the thing to do. Oh god, there's going to be like condoms that have like edibles in them. Not edibles, but like slow release marijuana toxins. Not toxins, but energy in them now, isn't there? THC, there we go. I know how words work. Okay, no. Have you, Strudel? Okay, now we just have the X-Files music playing on loop now. No welly, that's illegal. Mulder said that he had to go like sniff a chair or something and he just wandered off. There's one area where we were over here that Mulder could have gone. But besides that, I'm scuppered as to where he went. Trying to entrap people on stream. I mean, that would be a Chica thing to do. That's fair. I'm just asking questions that a legitimate businessman would. Thank you again, Vummer, for taking that snip. I love that we have that as the Pog emote now, because that's pretty good. Next you'll start doxing people. What, Strudel, you say you don't want to be doxed, that you're secretly hiding in Moscow right now? Hiding in Vladimir Putin's, like, underwear drawer, ready to, like, sniff his socks? Damn. I'll have to keep that on the down low. I do love the combination of, the random lady and, Sleep Demon, though. That is just something that makes my heart go doki doki. He doesn't keep his underwear in his sock drawer, though. I know, Bummer. That's why he's hiding in the sock drawer. Because Vladimir puts a padlock on his underwear drawer. In order to prevent all of, like, the overly aggressive generals from, like, stealing his underwear. We all know that the Russian government at this point is just, like, a Fujoshi fanfic waiting to happen. Or quite literally is happening. So we just gotta be careful. And yeah, it does seem like those two are in a sitcom together, which is terrifying. The concept of the Russian government on high being a Fujoshi fanfic is now curdling what's left of my brain. Okay. Sleep Demon and the Pog. No! Sleep Demon and Small Child doesn't sound right either.
Scully, there's a ship down there.
Mulder, we have to get out of here.
There's alien life down there.
Now, Mulder.
Sleep Demon in a strange house isn't much better. I mean, that's fair, but that's not a sitcom, Vummer. That's just her life. No one ever said that Small Child had a happy life. Oh, I know this part of the VOD's getting nuked, Vummer. That's why I have the local recording. See, this is where they ran out of money for the music budget.
Scully.
What?
Scully, you have to look.
Mulder! What happened?
Well...
There is pressure on this body from the Attorney General's office to put together an accurate picture of what happened in Red Falls, Colorado, as well as the Tunguska River region of Siberia. The pieces of this puzzle, as presented in both your reports, include an alien artifact with the power to raise the dead, a hidden biotech company funding a project to produce psychic clones, and a Russian man described here as an entity who somehow had the power to control an army of avatars and the undead. So your version of the facts read like the elements from a science fiction video game.
If you want to characterize the truth as a video game, then you should stop the men who were pumping quarters into the machine.
Countless numbers dead. Millions of dollars in damage. Do you think this is a joke, Agent Mulder?
It's neither a game nor a joke. We were used by a
shadow conspiracy of men within our government who wanted this alien power for their own purposes. I read the report, Agent Mulder. A serious accusation, but like so many other incredible and implausible entries in your story, I don't see how we can include it in our final report to the Justice Department. The one fact that remains undeniable is that you were exposed to unhealthy, mind-altering doses of radiation and toxins. Isn't that correct, Agent Scully?
Correct, as is your description of these events as being incredible and implausible, but they are the truth.
Frankly, Agent Scully, that sounds like something we would have expected from Agent Mulder.
I bore witness to these events. I held tangible evidence of alien life in my hand.
I don't doubt your sincerity, Agent Scully. But as a woman of science, you must appreciate our position, unless you're still in possession of this tangible evidence. Because this board is split on what the future of the X-Files office will be, I am going to defer to your direct supervisor, Assistant Director Skinner, to decide what action should be taken in this matter.
Agents Mulder and Scully both ignored a direct request from my office to step away from their case after the tragedy in Red Falls. I would recommend an official reprimand for their actions, but I temper that with the fact that if not for their actions, more lives would have been lost. We will never fully understand how the pieces of this puzzle, as you describe it, fit together, which is exactly why the X-Files office should remain open.
I'm just warning you to tread lightly, Agent Mulder. They're looking for any reason to shut you down.
What, does Kirsch have us on double secret probation?
If you won't listen to me as your superior, at least listen to me as a friend. Of you and of the X-Files.
Just what Kirsch wants. He keeps making us and Skinner look foolish. He'll ride this pony right to a promotion. The men behind this get what they want, a story of necessary and plausible denial, and we get sent back to the basement with the dunce caps on.
Do you really believe that, Mulder? Is there no victory that you can take from this? We stopped them. I know it's not over, but we stopped them from winning this battle. How many more people would have died if we had failed? And the smoking man, Krychek, these men were left with nothing.
I want to believe that, Scully, I do. But now you're right. As long as we're together, it's a victory.
Alright, I'll let it play through this entire time, is what I would say. I'm just going to press A. I need to do a couple of things, so I'm going to put up a poll, and you know what, I'm going to play the clip thing. Because I am actually quite happy and thankful for everybody putting together the clips over the last year, because it was quite a delight going through all of them again, and people may not have necessarily seen those yet, so I will do that in a second here, and also put up a poll in order to gauge what we're doing next. Because I'm still down to get down. The question is what that, you know, getting down will be. Now, we have a couple of options here, one of which is probably horrifying. Actually, definitely horrifying, mainly for me. However, we need to do our business, as we should. So, not view poll, not new poll. Next game, Clock Tower 3. Or what was it? Put this for roughly 10 minutes. Because I need to step away and do some other stuff. Namely, make some tea. I'm not gonna lie. Jeff Bezos kind of looks like Elmo. Alright. We'll put this on. Then I'll do BRB. And I'll do display capture. Alright, peeps, I will be back in a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Jeff Bezos kind of looks like Elmo. Like, the way he carries himself in interviews just reminds me of Elmo. So all I'm saying is, these two pictures carry the same energy. I don't know why I did that. Can I make Barty a different color? So can I do like an RGB? Oh my god, there is a chroma key. Wait a second here. Magenta. No. 50s individual. A real man's man. A real, true American. Perfect. Have a car powered by electricity? Foolhardy. We need good old-fashioned petrol. Take it easy. Do you think a car made out of electricity and aluminum could have just done that? I think not. Look at the power. Look at the drive. Oh!
Careful! That will be all.
Also, for that matter, I might screw it up so bad that it might be confused for Irish again. So, I'll be offending the Irish. Alright, so Sean Connery sounds with a bit of a shush. So, like, he was in famous movies such as, Braveheart, and Shawshank Redemption would have done a lot better with him. Imagine Shawshank Redemption with Sean Connery in it. The man is the warden. Talking to Morgan Freeman and whoever the hell that other guy was. Oh, this is probably one of my worst accents I've ever done. Do Draculas have, like, perky, kissable lips? Oh no, I'm so sorry. How unfortunate. Why you don't corner Dracula's in the bathroom? It's just a terrible thing for your, lower spine and or liver. Dude has a tight ass. Because just because something was invented doesn't mean it has enough penetration power or time to go into the pants of society. Oh boy, that was a sentence. No, I think we're on to something here. Hideo Kojima's next game is going to be like The Furry Within, and its main cast member is going to be the Chinese president. People were making moon jokes earlier for that one game known as the Zelda Nintendo 64 2. Uzis aren't Swiss, and halberds are sufficiently not advanced enough in order to project their power in the world. I'm not saying that their halberds are folded 1,000 times, they're folded 1,000,000 times. They have the power of Jeebus and, what's the Western equivalent of anime? They have the power of Jeebus and Code Lyoko on their side. Is a combo that can't be stopped. I'm surprised there was like no brand deal between the McMuffin company known as McDonald's and Ed McMahon to make Ed McMahon McMuffins. Close your eyes and be brave for the fatherland. True, Voomer. Voomer gets it. She knows what kind of business we're going on. The crispy McCheese meal, even. A-E-U-A-O. I gotta say, Red Cran are pretty good because they kind of remind you of like that strawberry cherry flavor. But you know, every now and again you gotta go with a nice yellow cran because lemon is also a pretty pog flavor, is all I'm going to say. What are you talking about, Welly?
You guys might not have anything better to do, but I've got a class I need to get to.
I will break both of your legs and then feed them one to your dog and one to your grandmother.
Better to do, but I've got a class.
I'll handle the plastic. Don't blow yourself up.
Oh, Honey Nut
Pay
cereal
attention.
is quite tasty.
Well,
What
let's
if I
go.
shoot a hostage? That will kill the game. There's a wait a second here. Stop. Yep, that's happening. Yep, that's definitely happening right now. Yep. It doesn't fit, but I will say the voice acting in this is actually pretty. Oh, fucking Christ! You saw that? It just came out of nowhere. Oh. Oh my good god, that actually scared me. Yeah, you're not wrong, young. Alright.
Warning.
That's... Were the clips too quiet? Damn. Oh.